Hi, it's Irene's World. It is what it is. Good morning. I don't know how your weather is like today, but it is cold and wet, my end of the world. And so today I'm going to tell you a story. Koi Koi, tell me a story. This is a story of a little girl called Irene, born to a Christian Protestant family, whatever that was all about, went to a good school, finished with uni, got on with whatever society requires her to do, and now she's reflecting on places in her life where she got a turning point. I couldn't help during this lockdown to reflect on the various incidences in my life that seemed to be life-threatening that caused me to turn around and seek a higher and better version of myself. From surviving a war and saying, I'm going to make it in school, I'm going to make it in uni, I'm going to become a person in society who's responsible, from cheating death in a hospital bed, which drove me to church to become that glory, hallelujah girl, tithing and all. Before I knew it, I was on a pulpit preaching, a Sunday school teacher, but there was still this emptiness. Then something happened in the process, words were exchanged, and I chose to withdraw. And no, I'm not a preacher, I'm just a lady awoken, arising, ascending. But I couldn't help to reflect that every time what seems like a life-threatening incident in my life and in the lives of people, that's when they turn to a certain thinking, believing, so that their life can be better from where they are. I'm looking at this pandemic as a huge humanity shift of how we have perceived our being of existence, how we have been relating from societal levels, global levels, workspace levels, close relationship levels, humanitarian levels. I, for one, I don't think I'm going to remain the same. So I've been looking at various people and how they have responded. It's been quite interesting. Everyone, well, that is their world currently. For the youth, especially the teenies, it was all about Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat. That's what was taking up all their time. And rightfully so, because that is their area of consciousness awareness. For others who are slightly older but still young, it's all about, Instagram, the Facebook challenge, shake a booty here, take on the challenge. I'm aware of how I have a great body, which is okay because that's the age where you're conscious of how great you look, where your body looks. Are you attracting someone? Can you attract another? Or you're trying to seek those talents that you think you have and haven't been used, because you know how school can just tell you, cram, learn, don't live in the imagination, and yet it's the seat of creation. And then there are those who are holier than thou, who have said God is punishing humanity. And I'm like, seriously? But anyway, that is their reality. That's their conscious awareness. And then there are those who say, let's go to the Lord and cry out to him. He'll hear us. And nothing is changing because you're not changing your thinking. And that's okay. That is your world. That is your consciousness awareness at the point. And then there are those who are telling us and filling us with fear. Yet at the same time, they're saying, we are one. There's no us. It's we. But at the same time, they're saying there are some us who want to get rid of we with a G. Frankly speaking, we're here. The reason for existence is to become the G unit, and that is for humanity to awaken to the reality that they are the I am, formless substance, energy, life force, God, that causes whatever happens in this space of reality. You are the causer, the I am. That is what we're here to do, to awaken to that. That's the story of salvation. So I believe even in this moment of the lockdown, it was a way of the infinite, ever-present mind saying, guys, shh, I'm in you. Okay, hood is off. Okay, let's get on with what we're talking about. Yes, so I believe this should also be a turning point for you as we get back to what will be the new normal. Don't be in that place where you're lamenting, because it will be songs of lamentation for you even out of the lockdown. You should be now living in the place where you say, what has changed, what is going to change for me, and how do I change, and whatever changes that I bring will be good for my financial stand, my relationships, my believing, my whatever, because there's going to be a shift. How are you going to adjust? I, for one, was thinking about the school children. I was thinking about especially the schools that are overcrowded, the boarding. How are they going to do social distancing? I mean, they have triple deckers or six or whatever, kalinas as we call them, storied beddings. How are they going to practice social distancing? Have people thought about that? I mean, some schools as they are right now, boarding, are just a recipe for cooking this COVID. Use the lockdown to be still and know that you are the cause of the effect in your world, in your reality, in your sphere. How do you want it to pan out when you physically finally leave the lockdown gates? Live from that place. Start painting the picture. Become it. Become one with it. Practice it. And when they say, doo-doo, time for you to go out, you will know how to relate with people. I, for one, I'm going to have issues with people who sneeze. In here, it's going to take a while. Even myself, when I sneeze. There's definitely going to be a shift in public health awareness, how you relate in public health-wise, your workplace space. There's a small little adjustments we have to make. Remember, what you wish on yourself, you should wish on another. We're going to learn to be responsible for our hygiene. And yes, let's hope you come up with something new and innovative on how to do what you've previously doing as a job. Maybe you've been fixing hair, you want to come up with a different way in which you will please your clients and still at the same time get the money's worth, you know, seeking a higher version of yourself in the service that you offer, seeking a higher version of yourself of how you relate to self and others around, so that, you know, the new normal doesn't leave you complaining and blaming others for the circumstances around you. This is the time to know that you are the cause of every effect in your life. You are the I am. Be still and experience that power. Let me leave you a small exercise to carry out. Just get yourself a piece of paper, lock yourself in a dark room, put the flashlight behind. See how clear that object, which is the flashlight, gets clearer behind the white light when you're still. That's the same way how you cause things to be real in your life. You are the light of this world, meaning you are the cause, the animator, the life force, the life-giving force of anything that becomes real, manifest in your reality, in your world. Just like that light, the moment it is still and stays focused, you clearly see it that it is a light and it is a flashlight behind that paper. But as long as it's moving around left, right, and center, not settling on one point, not focusing on one point, then it cannot be visible. You are the sole cause of how your life is going to run once the lockdown is over. How have you pictured it? How are you drawing it? How are you imagining it? Listen to your words. Listen to how you're speaking right now when you're in the place of the lockdown. It is telling you exactly how you're going to continue, or you have reached a turning point in your world. Well, whatever you're expressing in your world, it is what it is. Well, Irene, she ain't gonna be the same girl you knew. This Lady A is arising, ascending, and awake. For now, it's Irene's world. It is what it is.